Every day on this channel, I go through everything Elon said on X in the last 24 hours. And last night, Tesla's 24/7 diner officially opened in LA. Here's a video showing how crowded the diner was last night, and Elon says there should be more things like this. And Tesla did a very professional video that showcases the entire diner. Here's the upstairs patio with the massive screens to watch while you eat. Tesla Economics drove 6 hours to eat, charge, and chill at the Tesla diner yesterday, and Elon said, cool. And the bathroom at the diner makes it look like you are in space and looking back at Earth through the ceiling. And Brandon says, only Tesla has you taking a photo of the bathroom before you use it. And Elon has a laugh at that one. And Kim Java vlogged the experience, and Elon reposted it. And No Safe Words did some soul searching. Why am I so enamored with the Tesla diner, and why does it bring such a huge smile to my face? I figured it out. It's everything good about America's past wrapped into one small facility from the future. It's our imagination and dreams on the big screen, and it's tomorrow's sustainable energy and technology interfaced together. It's a throwback to quality, local sourced foods that made you glad you did instead of wish you hadn't. And this is what he means. Tesla's diner uses higher quality ingredients than most fast food burger chains. Fries are cooked in beef tallow, not oil. Breakfast items have organic eggs from pasture-raised chickens fed with all vegetable grains. The kombucha uses 100% raw organic ingredients. And the cheese has no phosphates, starches, acids, or fillers. Elon responds to this saying, we put a lot of effort into using truly organic ingredients from farms that we have visited. And it looks like they have a list on their website of where exactly they source their ingredients. And Elon quotes this saying, ingredients are sourced from local farms. And Jojo says, no seed oils, it uses beef tallow and no bad chemicals. And Elon says, correct. And the first movie they played on the big screen was The Jetsons, and that's symbolic because the architecture of the building looks like the building from the show. And Elon responds to this saying, cool. And they had all versions of Optimus on display at the diner. And Elon says it's aiming to be a fun experience for all, whether Tesla owners or not. Will keep improving. And this is the opposite side of the diner because I know a lot of people were wondering where the 80 superchargers are. This Tesla employee says it's not only an epic experience, but a critical charging haven for central Los Angeles, our largest urban supercharger in the world yet. And Nick Cruz-Patain says this place signifies what Tesla is all about. What an amazing place to spend some time, no matter if you are a Tesla owner or not. Very craftfully done with plenty of details throughout. This is a place to be proud of, and Elon reposted it. And Captain Ellie says there are companies whose entire business is geared toward entertainment, and yet I don't know any other company in the world that provides me with this much fun. Thank you, Tesla. Thank you, Elon. May we see many more magical places like this. And Elon gives him a heart. Brian says this place captured the quintessential elements of optimistic futurism from the 1950s. The spirit is a stand against the pessimistic, brutalist ethos that had taken hold of our culture. This is a success on many levels, and Elon reposted it. And JP Morgan tested Tesla's robotaxi in Austin and called it solid and safe after a full day of use. They believe if the safety data holds up, robotaxis could help Tesla boost new car prices in the future. And Elon reposted this. And now everyone in India can directly order on Tesla's website. And a year ago, Tesla filed new trademark applications for supercharged gummies. And 1 year later, the Tesla gummies have finally arrived. And generate and store your own clean energy with solar and Powerwall. And Tesla Energy published an article titled Virtual Power Plant Keeps Lights On in Puerto Rico. And Elon published this video of the diner, and somebody asked Grok, what is this? And Grok said, this is a drone video of the newly opened Tesla diner. And Elon responded to this saying that Grok's video understanding is getting good. And we know Jensen Huang called Elon Musk superhuman for doing what had never been done before and getting a cluster online in 19 days. So Elon quotes this and he says 230,000 GPUs, including 30,000 GB200s, are operational for training Grok XAI in a single supercluster called Colossus 1. Inference is done by our cloud providers. At Colossus 2, the first batch of 550,000 GB200s and GB300s also for training start going online in a few weeks. As Jensen Huang has stated, XAI is unmatched in speed. It's not even close. And then Elon said the XAI goal is 50 million in units of H100 equivalent AI compute, but much better power efficiency online within 5 years. And I saw a couple of guys do the math on this, like Sawyer Merritt and Evan Stock Market News, and they calculated that this much compute today would cost about $1.2 trillion. And Brian responds saying, does Grok voice use 11 labs or is it proprietary? And Elon says, we made it. And Save America replied saying, Grok 4 is slow today. Elon said, heavy load, fixing. And Nick Cruz Patain says it would actually be around 1.75 trillion, but you get the point, it's a huge number. And Yuntao says, ironclad laws of physics. You need abundance of energy for compute. And you need abundance of rockets to go to space. The rest is dog and pony show. And here's some cable porn of XAI GB200 servers at Colossus 2. And Elon says that it's all liquid cooled. And the XAI office just got a Grok powered vending machine thanks to their friends at Andon Labs. How much dough do you think Grok is going to rake in the next month? And Elon responds, cool. And most people don't realize how insane Grok voice mode is. ChatGPT and Gemini don't even come close to Grok voice mode. It's free for now, so go use it. And Elon says true. And Microsoft poached more than 20 top AI talent from Google DeepMind. And Marco responds, meanwhile, Elon just wants compute. And he has a laugh at this one. And Annie is needing to find God after dealing with all the world's gooners for a week. Elon throws up some prayers. Sabine finds it mildly amusing how mathematicians are currently clinging on to the hope that there is something special about their creativity that AI will not also be able to pull off in a year or two, and Elon likes that one. And quite a while ago, OpenAI was announcing the Stargate project. They said the Stargate project is a new company which intends to invest $500 billion over the next 4 years building new AI infrastructure for OpenAI in the United States. They said we will begin deploying $100 billion immediately. Elon responded at the time saying they don't actually have the money. SoftBank has well under $10 billion secured. I have that on good authority. And today it came out that OpenAI and SoftBank at odds, struggling with Stargate project after 6 months of delay and have sharply scaled back its near-term plans. It's over. So Nick says Elon was right, and Elon said they simply don't, as in, have the money. And X's Global Government Affairs page said that in a victory for transparency and free speech, the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals has unanimously ruled in X's favor to limit the U.S. government's ability to issue gag orders. These gag orders prevent X from notifying the public when it receives government search warrants and subpoenas. And Elon quoted as saying, protecting your freedom of speech. And we went over yesterday how French authorities are going after X, and Pavel quoted it today saying, at this point, any tech company can be declared a criminal gang in France. A decade of efforts to attract tech investment is being undone by a few bureaucrats advancing their careers and political agendas at the expense of the French people. And news today that the Trump administration is seeking new partners for Golden Dome, including Jeff Bezos' company as alternatives to Musk's SpaceX. Tesla King says this is a huge mistake, and Elon responds saying federal acquisition regulations require using the best provider at the best price. Anything else would be breaking the law. And Luke says good f***ing luck with that, showcasing a graph that shows USA launches without SpaceX, China launches, and USA launches with SpaceX. And Elon quoted that, ... Eva says SpaceX will launch over 90% of all of Earth's payload mass to orbit this year. And when Starship is launching at a high rate, SpaceX will probably carry over 99% of Earth's payload mass to orbit. Elon quotes this and says this is despite SpaceX competitors increasing their launch rates. SpaceX is an anomaly in the matrix. Nothing can compare to a system designed to make life and consciousness multiplanetary. And Elon reposted that for June 2025, the US government revenue was $526 billion. But their interest payments were $144 billion. So on our $37 trillion debt, we paid 27% of all government revenue in interest payments for the national debt. And Gad Saad says, to those who have paid attention to my work, you'll know that I've predicted all that is unfolding in the West for several decades now. It is going to get a lot worse. The West has designed its slow demise by ensuring that strife, hate, division, and tribalism will become the new reality. The West has imported in its midst the hatreds that have made countless other countries dysfunctional because of their parasitized, suicidal empathy. Our descendants will hate us. Elon responds with an exclamation mark. And Speaker Johnson is actively blocking a vote on the Epstein files. This should piss every American off on a visceral level. And Elon says there is only one reason to avoid voting on releasing the Epstein files. And Trump's administration is moving to end the unfair H-1B visa lottery, replacing it with a merit-based, salary-ranked system that prioritizes highly skilled, top-earning workers. And Elon says, great. So now the country will award visas based on merit rather than it being random. And Brad Pitt and Eric Bana skipped stunt doubles for their iconic Troy duel. They made a deal where each light hit cost $50 and hard ones $100. Bana walked away with $750 while Pitt got nothing. And Elon says, great movie. And Robert Eggers, director of The Witch, says his number one tip for screenwriters is to never put a goat in your movie. You can't train a goat. The goat was a fucking nightmare. And Elon has a laugh at this one. And when I was a little kid, I literally thought this little pig went to the market meant it went shopping. And Elon says, same. I also always wondered why one of the little pigs ate roast beef. And Jack says it's not complicated. They just hate white people. And Elon responds with a bullseye. This could be in reference to South Africa. And this woman does a satirical video about what it's like to be Canadian, how the government kind of just throws things out there, and she uses the example of telling us to eat dog shit, and then she says how it gets circulated around the media and we all mindlessly do it. And Elon responds saying, loony. And once again, Elon is shocked to find out that more Europeans die of heat death due to lack of air conditioning than Americans die from gunshot wounds. And Starlink Mini provides internet connectivity in the most rural and remote locations. And here's the West Point entrance on Mars, Valles Marineris underground colony. And Elon reposted it. Andrew McCarthy says, I love space. And Elon says, same. So that was everything that Elon said today. Lots of really cool stuff about the Tesla diner. It sounds like they want to expand that to lots and lots of cities. And judging by the sound of Colossus 2, it sounds like the AI race is on in full force. And if you guys want early access to these videos or you just want to support the channel, you can do so by joining the channel as a member. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.